I'm going to give you 5 nuggets. There's these 5 keys that I use in my life, and it's made exceptional difference. And I need you to just listen and just write them down. And maybe if this video is recorded, maybe just listen to it and take it from there. I've got 20 minutes now. Number 1, gratitude. Gratitude. I see a lot of young girls of 20-something. I see a lot of women in their 30s, and I see some 40s. And not a lot of you are in the corporate world. Some are trying to start a business. Some are working for people. Some are, whatever it is that you're doing in your life. Can we start waking up in the morning and have gratitude? And let me tell you why. Because a lot of people are going to think, why? For what? What am I grateful for? You don't have to. You don't have to. Gratitude is a way of you counting your blessings. And what are the blessings? Yeah. What are the blessings? I sleep. You're here in this hall in Arbor Point. And it's full of AC. You're not sweating, right? It's pretty comfortable, if you think about it. Pretty comfortable. You had money to come here for transportation. Some of you drove, but most of you took transportation and you walked down. Yes? Am I right? Don't be touche now. Am I right? That's right. Okay. So what that means is you could afford to buy that. To buy your transportation here. And the reason you're here is because you registered. So that means you have a phone to register with. Am I right? Ah, you have a phone. So you have a means of communication. Yes? Aha. So some people are living under the bridge right now. They didn't have the opportunity. They didn't hear about She Can. Some woman, some young lady, she has 2 children. She can't fend for them. She can't do anything with them. And she rose up because it rained 2 days ago and she's still scooping water. How about that? Do you have a lot to be thankful for? Ah, you do not have to be here. You get to be here. So once in a while, I'll say my knees hurt. And 50-something, right, ladies? So, am I alone? Ah, here. This knee, sometimes, you know what I mean. I walk every evening, but then my knee hurt once in a while. But you know the best way that I started to think about it? I get to experience my knee hurting because I'm going older. Some people didn't get to be 40. Some people didn't get to be 50. I'm 54 and I have knee pains, and that's okay. That's gratitude. So you wake up in the morning, you got a place to take a shower, because some people are still taking their showers behind the cabinet. And they're still bathing their children, and the children get to eat something. Not a meal, eat something. You get to eat something. Do you have a reason to be grateful? Do you have a reason to be grateful? I'm being nice now. So, gratitude. The second thing. What's your intention about the things that you're doing? What are your intentions? Why are you doing what you're doing? You've heard it. They keep asking you these questions. Why are you doing what you're doing? What's your vision? Are you training to become better at what you do? So when I first got back here, stage plays became a problem. Oh, by the way, because I am an actor, I should honor those before me. That's one of the things that you ought to do in your career or in your business. If you start a business, go to somebody who's done it before. Don't think you can do it by yourself. And just mentor. Ask them to mentor you. It doesn't cost you nothing. Ask them to mentor you. Let me tell you why these things are important. Because you need to live the truest version of yourself to attract everything great. Yeah? And to do that, you know, some of you use your social media a lot. For Instagram, you watch me. You watch Meddling Boss. You watch Mary Lazarus. You watch her doing her own thing. Yeah? Now, I'm not saying don't watch me, right? What are you doing for yourself on social media? How are you using that data that you bought to edify yourself, to grow yourself? Yeah? You need, what are your intentions? You can't just be sleeping all day, wake up at 10 a.m. and think that the world is waiting on you. If you're in your 20s, what are you sleeping till 10 o'clock anyway? Why are you sleeping till 10? I don't understand it. I worked till 2:45 this morning. Mary, you know how it goes. 2:45 this morning. So for some of you who came here trying to take pictures with me, thinking, why is she not totally so friendly? I worked till 2:30 this morning. So I forgot, I'm going to be real with you. I forgot to get my hair done, to give it to the hairstylist to curl. Because I wanted to be, you know that picture that they used in saying Shaffy BELLO will be here? I wanted that look. So this wig was home. Oh, I can remove it if please. So I woke up this morning around, remember, I got home around 2:30. So I woke up, I took my stand, I took the curling iron, I curled it myself, I did my makeup myself. Yes, honey, I didn't want to pay a makeup artist $65,000. I'm sorry, sis. Yeah? You do what you have to do. What are your intentions? Are you trying to get up there? And I can afford a makeup artist. I can afford to call a hairstylist. I can afford to bring them to my home. But I have the knowledge. So I used it just to be here with you this morning. Clap for me. Say thank you. I'm just kidding. All right. So what are your intentions? What are your intentions? So there's Ashwebi. Hello? We live in Nigeria, right? There's Ashwebi, and it's 15K, 30K. I'm talking in reference to some of the young ladies that I see in the house. And you decide that because they are doing Ashwebi, there's one this week, one next week, and you must be part of now. Because you know now. So you take Ashwebi almost, maybe what, twice a month? And you can't afford it. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are your intentions? So maybe you're a big girl too. You make $250,000 a month. Relative? Average? Yeah? 250? 350, 400. 400,000 a month. But you got a baby, you got a home, you have to pay rent, and then they bring the Ashwebi for 100,000. And you say, just because now, our big girls, I want to do big girls. So you take it. Do you know what percentage of your salary you just paid someone because it's Ashwebi? Stop showing off when you don't have to. So you see Mama up here, and maybe I carry my bag here. This is Nicole by Hagwana. She's a Nigerian designer. And maybe her bags are a certain amount, very expensive. Or you see the ladies here carrying Gucci bags and all that. They've earned it. If you haven't earned it, what are you doing carrying an expensive bag? You better go. Do you guys know that I still go to Balogun? When you see me there, say hello. You know why? Sometimes I want to shop for a lot of people. I want to give gifts. And I don't want to spend too much. I go there and I pick out Ankara things, fabrics, just to bless people. I have fun there. I love it. I went into a store because I had something else to wear. So I went into a store and I saw this. This was what? 38,000 naira. Do I look cute? Okay now. Keep doing your Ashwebi. But you want to start a business. Yeah? You're not ready. Are you ready? Because let's be real with ourselves here. We can't buy everything that is trendy and think you can save. Stop it. The next trend is going to leave. The next trend is going to become the old thing. That thing that you were crazy about, that sunglasses, those shoes, that bag that everybody's carrying now. Give it a couple of months. It's about to expire. Let me teach you something. Buy things that are classic. So classic things. So a black bag that just looks awesome. A burgundy bag that just looks awesome. So you buy it and wear it. Am I getting through to you? Okay, I'm going to make it short because my time is going. There's another thing that you have to have. It's discipline. Oh, the easiest word to say, but it's the toughest to do. Discipline. There is a discipline for success. I'll say it again. There is a discipline for success. I slept at 2:45 and I had to wake up early because I had to be here because I gave my word. What does your word mean to you? What does your word mean? You want to start a business? Oh, but you don't want to wake up in the morning to do the work. I don't care if you don't have a job. Wake up in the morning, get your phone, whatever it is that you want to do, start Googling that and get off Instagram. Do you hear me? Google it. I want to become a secretary. What does it take to be the secretary? Who are the best secretaries in the world? In Nigeria. Study what they have done. I wanted to become an actor in Nigeria. I wanted to come back. Guess who the people that I started moving around with? I moved around with the great and mighty Joke Silva. I moved around with people like Ireti Doyle, Kate Henshaw. You know what they have? Longevity. Because I needed it. And that's what I have now. The road to success, my darlings, it's going to be lonely, lonely. It's going to be so lonely. You're going to go to bed sometimes and cry, yes. Because you're going to think, what am I doing wrong? When I first got here, I left my children and family back in the States. And I had nights, days, where I will be in my room, in between jobs, thinking to myself, what did I just do? But I knew what he told me. There's a one thing that you should put in the beginning of everything. Anyway, I'll do that last. So you're listening to me? Discipline. Nah, you don't have it. You're not ready. You're not ready. We are? Success is lonely. Are you ready to go with it alone? Now, I'm not saying go in it alone without taking people with you. When you take the people you're taking with you are depositing something in your life. If it ain't broken, don't fix it. So if this is what women like this, if what they've done is this, try it. It can't fail. All right. Are you hungry and committed enough? Now, it's not always going to be easy. There's something that I always think that some people miss. They're seeds. Humility. Humility. Let me tell you something. When you want to walk into a building, you're going upstairs to the second or the fifth floor to see someone. You're going upstairs. And then you walk to the front of that building. You meet Mr. Jonathan, Baba Jonathan. Yeah? And he is the gatekeeper of that door. And you say, Papa, good afternoon. I call every older person that I think, Papa, Mama. It's something that I do. It doesn't matter. And I give them their grace. Let me tell you what. The people that you honor and respect does not have to be people that you need something from. I love people. And so when I meet people, I'm not just honoring you. I'm honoring the God in you. I'm honoring that divine in you. I'm honoring that thing that created you. Because when I see you, you see me. How do you feel? She's smiling. And that's because the eye contact. There's something about eye contact. Good afternoon, sir. How are you? Instantly he smiles. Instantly. The little things that we miss. But hey, this is Nigeria. We're going to a room and stop it. Stop it. Let's stop it as women. Let's walk into a room and just be, good morning. There are greetings for every day. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Don't you ever see me and tell me hi. Don't you ever see me and say, hello. You haven't earned it. You hear me? When you see people, acknowledge them. Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, Mr. John. Papa John, how are you today? And when you're going up there and you are warm to Papa John, and when you get upstairs and you can't find Mr. whatever, right? And you can't find the madam that you went up there for. Wow. God is awesome. Let me tell you what. When Miss Grace was up here, when she was speaking, I noticed she was sweating. But I put a tissue here because I thought I'm going to be sweating when I got up there. But because of the intensity, I forgot the tissue. But somebody just repaid it back. Kindness. Repaying it back. You never know when it's going to come back to you. You never know when you're going to need it. We didn't plan it, so it's not staged. I'm not acting. Do you understand what I'm saying? So when you get upstairs and you're trying to see Mrs. Williams, Mrs. Aribabuwo, and you got up there and they say Mrs. Aribabuwo is not here. When can I see her? And the secretary goes, well, you have to make an appointment. Right? When you get downstairs and you see Mr. Peter, Mr. Peter, I came to see Mrs. Aribabuwo and she's not there. Oh, my darling child. Don't worry. She comes here every Wednesday. Around 5, come. I will open door for you. Do you know what you just did? Without thinking that you needed Mr. Francis, or I keep giving him different names. Without thinking that you would need him, he was helpful in your life. Be kind to people. Stop it. We are badly behaved in this country. I'll say it again. We are badly behaved. You know, before I came to Nigeria, I used to tell my children that Nigeria is full of culture. And you need to come and learn culture here. You need to come and... What a disappointment sometimes. Sometimes, not always. The young ones now will see somebody like me. Hello, Shaffy. Sweetheart, I don't care where you're from, Udo or your Uku Upu, that. You haven't earned the right to call me Shaffy. Let me tell you why. If I walked in here with the vice president of this country and I'm Miss First Lady, will you do that? But forget that. The bottom line is the seeds you sow, you reap. The seeds you sow. Go on, disrespect your elders. It's okay. You're going to get there. You're coming. You want to start a business? Absolutely. But you go into somebody else's business and the salesperson says, Madam, if you transfer into this other account, I can, hook you up. You can do that? Okay. Give me your account number. Sow the seed. You will reap it. The seeds you sow. You work for someone and you're supposed to be working 40 hours, but you find the opportunity to spend about 28 hours. And you see the opportunity to, chop something. Because it's where we work that we eat now. Yeah, do it. It's okay. The seeds we sow. You want to start a business, but you're not willing to do the right thing. What seeds are you sowing? What energy do you have? Do you know these little things can really draw favor to you? It draws favor to you, either you believe it or not. Be kind to people. Be kind. Let me tell you why. Kindness is multiplied in 3 ways. The person who is offering the kindness, the person who receives the kindness, and the person who witnesses the kindness. It's shown today. When she gave the kindness, we all felt good, right? The people who received the kindness felt good. The person who gave the kindness Felt good. 3. It's a beautiful thing. But I will give you this as the last thing that I will say because my time's up. Yeah? I'll say this. I have a sauce. And you cannot do anything without a sauce. Hello to my Muslim sisters, or if you are into whatever. My sauce is Jesus Christ. It has held me. It is my source. It is my point. It is where I go to. It is what gives me strength. It is what gives me wisdom. In all things, it is what gives me that. If you want that sauce, go get it. But you cannot do anything without being deeply rooted. Like a tree. A tree, if you think about it, it's just like life. It grows deep inside before it even comes up. The 5 points that I gave you is you digging deep and planting something in there. Plant something. So when you plant it by having great character, by being the best version of yourself, that tree is going deeper. When it comes up, when it sprouts up, which is what you're seeing now. You're seeing a Shaffy BELLO. You think Shaffy BELLO started like this? Honey, child, boo boo. But, story for another day. But, you hear me? Plant it. Deeper first. Nobody's going to see those things though. Yeah, it's in that darkness that we build. So when you plant that seed, it starts to grow in there. It starts to germinate. It's growing deeper and deeper and deeper. And then one day, it sprouts up. And then you think, oh, it just started growing. No, it's been growing. Life is about a tree. Yeah, it's like a tree. So if you want to start a business, you want to work anywhere, you want to do anything, please be a good human being. Attract goodness to yourself. Attract goodness to yourself. Sow deeper and you will sprout. God bless you all. My name is Shaffy BELLO.